What do you see? It's good to be in dark, isn't it? Is it good to be in the dark? Well, somebody say it depends. If it depends, then you are going to be in the dark all day today. Can we have the lights on? Before I go on the sermon, I would like to acknowledge some people here. It's always joy to see Manny and the wife. I hope you are coming back. We need people there. Please. And it's also nice to see Dr. McCory and my brother. Is it Nyamwa? Is it, how do you call it? Gracie's husband. They live in Canada now. How is Sister Grace? Oh, good. It's nice to see you. And also my own nephew, Alfred. You are welcome to Reading West. Oh, the song says, there's this little light of mine. I'm going to let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm going to let the light shine. All through the night, I'm going to let the light shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. 1987, I went to Sweden for the first time. And when I went, there was a culture shock to me. I saw all the lights, the car lights. Can I have, I don't know, I want to move around a little bit. Can I have, which one, blue or green? Anyone? When I went to Sweden, the first thing I saw, it was during the daytime. And I could see that all the lights, the car lights, were on. As soon as you put the ignition, the light is on. And we were using something we call moped. You know, moped is for small kids. I was in my 20s at the time. But here I am riding the, what do you call, moped. When you switch the moped on, there is light. And I ask, why? Is it that they have light all the time? When you put your ignition. And I was told that some years back, during the daytime, all of a sudden, there was darkness. And the cars started running into each other. So there were accidents everywhere. So they saw that it is important that they have their lights on, even if the sun is shining. So if you are driving in Sweden, 24 hours, your light is on. As soon as you turn the ignition on, the light comes. Because they want to avoid what happened in the past. So then I saw the importance of light. It's not only that. When I was growing up, you know, we didn't have, I don't know, probably you people, you were so fortunate to have electricity in your towns. In my own town, the only place that we have electricity, we have a secondary school. That is where we only have lights. And it was generator. Eh? So when it's at night time, we will run there just to see the light. We were so happy to see the lights. When we were doing our homeworks, I don't know, how many of you saw the bulletin today? At the back of it, you saw that this user put a lamp. You have to buy a paraffin, what we call a kerosene. You put it in, and there were times you don't even, it became so scarce that there were no paraffins. So you are not able to do your homework. So probably we turned into candles. And even the money that you have to use to buy the candles, it was also difficult. So you saw the importance of light. So it came to a point in time when the whole town had electricity. Oh, we were so happy to have this electricity because during the night, we can have brightness. So it is. When God created heavens and earth, we say in the beginning, God created what? We should know by heart. In the beginning, God created what? Let's continue. If you don't say it, we are not going home today. My brother. And God said, let there be what? And there was. So now we see the importance of light. I was doing a little bit of a research about light. Let me tell you what I saw. The importance of light. I think in our biology classes, we study about photosynthesis. How many of you know about that? They said the energy from light causes a chemical that breaks down molecules of carbon dioxide and water. And it reorganizes themselves to make a sugar, that is glucose. We are talking about glucose here, and oxygen gas. After the sugar is produced, it is then broken down by the mitochondria into energy that can be used for the growth of and repair. And also it says that exposure to natural light helps our bodies produce vitamin D. You know, sometimes some people want to take supplements to boost your vitamins. You know, it's talking about light. It improves our circadian rhythms and sleep patterns. And it helps us to focus, enables us to get more done. And even light makes us happier. Ensuring we get enough of this vital resource is a key to our physical and psychological well-being. So why is light so important? In addition to making room feel more inviting, good lighting can also be functional. It helps you to see better when you do tasks around the house, such as cooking or working on a project. Good lighting reduces eye strain and fatigue. So what will happen if there's no light? Without the sun, heat, and light, the earth will be lifeless, ball of ice-coated rock. The sun warms our seas, stirs our atmosphere, and generates our weather patterns and gives energy to the growing green plants that provide the food and oxygen for life and earth. And then I went further to research, and it talks about important reason why light is so important. It says, without light, you couldn't see, I've said it, no plants will grow, there will be no food for you to eat. The earth will be cold and dark, and electromagnetic energy transfer will be impossible without the quanta of light. So life or chemistry could never happen. So, friends, there's something captivating about flickering flame in the darkness. Imagine you find yourself in a total darkness, and all of a sudden you see a light somewhere. Even insects. Light attracts insects. So sometimes when I went to Ghana recently, my lights were on during the night, and I think around this time you see a whole lot of insects coming. So my front light, when you are coming to enter the house, there's a light there. So what I have to do is to put the light off. And as soon as the light is off, they stop coming. So that is the importance of light. It attracts things. Not only people, animals, and also insects. So light is so important in our life. So in our time together, we will try to look at this powerful passage that is found in Matthew 5:14 to 16. Let's go over it again. And remember, this was the time when Jesus was talking about the Beatitudes. He talked about blessed are those who are this poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And all the Beatitudes followed. Then Jesus came, telling his disciples that you are the salt. And he didn't end there. After the salt, that is where he came, that you are the light of the world. A town built on the hill cannot be hidden, neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it in a stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light so shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father. So how are you making your light shine? And how? And where is the source of light? You know, so many of us here, we don't know where we get our light from. All that you know is to press it on the wall, and the lights come. Where do you get the light from? And somebody will tell you, oh, on the wall, where you press it, there is light. You know, we have a national grid, isn't it? It comes from the national grid. So if there's a problem there, even if you have the light here or the sockets, you press it, it's not going to give you any light. So there's a source of that light. So as Christians, where do you get your source of light from? Jesus said, I'm the light of the world. So we get our light from Jesus. And when you get that light from Jesus, there's no way that you are going to dim the light. You have to let that light shine for others to see. You know, when they are doing these crime checks, what that they do is, when they are doing the surveys, for instance, if you live in Reading, and they say, oh, there's a crime spot here, what they do is they will try to lighten the place, put a street light there, so that when you are in that light, you know, people don't like the light. That's why when I put the light on, some people say it depends. When the light is off, sometimes it's good, isn't it? But we need the light. We need the light, even in our Christian journey. Without the light, there's nothing that we can do. And when you get the light, you have to illuminate it for other people to see, so that will guide them to the right path. Friends, I understand that today was supposed to be the youth day. And unfortunately, it didn't happen. But what I want to say, still we have some youth here. What I want to impress upon your heart as a youth is let your light so shine before your friends. And how do you let your light shine? It's the lifestyle that we live. It's how we associate ourselves with others. It's how we impact on others. So as a youth, wherever you are, even in your schools, you can let your light shine for people to see God through you. The life that you live is what the light is all about. You don't keep it to yourself. For instance, you are well dressed here with your Pathfinder honors. It's so beautiful, isn't it? So I want you to tell your friends also, come and enjoy this light that I have seen. You are also going to have this honors when you come. You know, those little things that we do is what is going to bring people to Christ. And when you have the light, you don't keep it to yourself. So the Bible says, let your light so shine before men, so that they may see your goodness. John 8, chapter 12. I would like us to open to John 8, chapter 12, if you can put it on the screen for us. Let's hear what Jesus himself said. John chapter 8, verse 12, if you have it. He says, then Jesus spake. I'm talking about Jesus speaking now. Again unto them. Unto who? Unto who? Jesus spake to who? I can't hear you. To who? To which people? And saying this, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. So, friends, I want to impress upon your hearts this afternoon that if you want the light, you are not going to get it from the natural grid. If you want the light, you can't go to the shops and buy the generator and put your petrol in or your diesel. If you want the light, you have to come to Jesus, who gives the light. And this light is free of charge. You don't have to go and buy a paraffin or a kerosene. You don't have to go and buy a generator, buy a petrol or a diesel for that light. All that you have to do is to come to Christ, who is the light. And when you get the light, you don't keep it to yourself as well. So your influence in the community, use that light to influence the people that you come along with. Use the light to impact on others. So don't keep the light to yourself. And when you have the light, and people see that light in you, they will follow that light. For instance, if you go to, I will use Ghana, you know hunters. During the night, they will go and hunt. And when they go, they have what they call cam belts. I don't know if you have seen that before. I don't know those who live in a mining area. You know, they use a special light. And when they go, because there's darkness, total darkness, that light will lighten their path. And the hunters, when they use it, one person who is having that light, others will follow, isn't it? He will lead, and others will follow. And if he stumbles, others stumbles. If he falls, they will fall. If there's a hole, they will not know. Because he's got the light. And they are following him. So, friends, in our Christian journey, let us use the light effectively to bring others to Christ. Let us show them the way to Christ. For the light that we have, we live in a community where everything is turning around. Everything that you hear on the news, it's not a good news. It's not a good news at all. Sometimes you tell your friend in the morning, good morning, and he asks you what is good about the morning. Good afternoon, what is good about the afternoon? There's nothing good. But as Christians, we have seen the light. Christ has been so good to us. Let us use that light to impact on others and bring them to Jesus. You don't put the light on and you put it under here. You put it so that people can see it and come to that light. Your shining examples has the power to impart those who are around you. Don't keep the light to yourself. The light is Jesus Christ. You give that light freely to everyone. You don't have to pay for it. I know nowadays people are talking about electricity bills and gas bills. And let me tell you, if you don't have the light, electricity, it is impossible, seemingly impossible for you, probably to do your cooking, to study, to watch your favorite TV programs, and do whatever you want to do. We need a light. So, Yanni, I want to tell you, the light that you have seen, show that light to your friends. And even they will see it in you, and they will follow that light and come to see Jesus, for whom to know is life eternal. So don't let us keep our lights dim. Let's keep it burning for others to come and see Christ. And I know by so doing, God himself will help us to follow that light that we have and to bring other people to him. You know, our main existence in this earth is to worship God, is to bring others to God. So if you have seen something good, you don't keep it to yourself. You tell others. So let that light shine so that people can walk through that path. It is my prayer that as we have seen the light, as we have heard that Jesus is the light, and he gives that light free of charge, we will always yearn to follow that light and let that light shine through us to other people so that they may see our goodness. May God bless us. Amen.